It is indeed, despite the fact that I pressed the button. Sadly, my mouth was moving and sounds were coming out, but not for you. Sadly, the only complaint I have against my Blue Yeti microphone is that every once in a while I push the button and either the mute doesn't go on or doesn't go off. In this case, it didn't go off. As I was saying, we have Artisanal Audio here, which is their annual April Fools, where a lot of the in-game noises will be replaced by people making beeping and boiping, beeping and booping noises. There we go, beeping and booping. I can turn it off, but why would I want to? For instance, when I click it, you will hear one of these sounds. Ping. Somebody just said ping, and I have no idea what sound that will replace, but... So that's the April Fool's thing, and I'm going to leave it on because why not? Thank you very much, by the way, for pinging me, haha, about me babbling silently. I am infrequently amusing, but I can promise you that I'm much, much less amusing if you can't hear me. Okay, maybe just much less. Slightly less. Opinions vary. And Kittimer.
Kittimer. This place has some bad blood. Back in 2346, the Romulan military launched a...
You will hear them, and I will occasionally bust up at them. Somebody is going to tune into this stream and definitely get into a what the fuck is that?
Wonder what it takes to be put in the Gallery of Honor.
Well, first, we're going to scan some Trionian gas. Well, I now have gas.
Chamber of Conquest. Let's hope one day the Klingons turn their attention to the Tal Shiar.
It's good to see a friendly face. The air here is a bit tense right now.
Sounds like a good plan. What can I do to help?
We're still working on an agreement. You can start by speaking with some of the delegates from the Klingon...
I'll see what I can do. I'm going to skip going through the story stuff because it's long, often, and slow. Presumably they're down here.
The Hall of Heroes.
I have to discreetly observe Sistas. As a response when you did dailies earlier, actually shut down my web browser wondering if it was making noises.
There are issues.
A completely understandable response. Because I didn't recognize the alternate audio thing, and I clicked it, and I heard someone go something like boop, And I went, what? Oh, it must be. And I looked it up, and yeah, artisanal audio is, they turn it on every April 1st.
Ah, one of the town's followers. Greetings. I am Ambassador Satas, representative for the Klingon
You want to see our
Empire.
strength, Satas? I'll accept the challenge.
You have bravado. I'll give you that.
I have
That
bravado.
doesn't mean you are strong or trust.
Oh, down there.
Diplomacy makes for thirsty work.
Maybe I
The
could help you with the
Federation-
thirst. Oh, suddenly now I'm fetching blood wine for Klingons. Yeah, because that's pretty much the same voice very similar to the voice my Asura has in Guild Wars 2, the short race.
And my impersonation of him is pretty much identical.
I am an enormous, terrifying Gorn.
How you doing? Are you scared?
Ah, blood wine. At least you have some manners. Nice to know that you all aren't as ill-bred as the stories say.
Watch your words, Klingon. No one talks to me like that.
Ah, there's some strength in you.
I just gotta
like
behave
that.
like a bigger dick than they are, I think. And
Klingons don't seem too thrilled with the idea of being allies.
it's possible it's gonna get old. It's probably, I'd say, about equally possible I'm gonna wish I could always turn it on. Gotta say, it's a little bit modern for what I would expect the Klingons to have.
One of our new potential allies. I am Jiros. Of course you
Hoping
did.
this
Why,
would
with the
start-
foundations. You knew that, of course. There's nothing we cannot achieve.
silently
if we're
listen to
able
Sugihara.
do. We've all come to. That's why.
As he goes on and on.
I know your kind too well to ever trust what you say. I will not be taken in by your attempts to be disarming.
My kind, the kind that is hunted and killed by the Tal Shiar.
It has yet to be determined if anyone is being
This isn't the
hunted.
Trap Admiral, we'll see. Well, I always try to be disarming instead of arming. And back to Datan. Hi, Dad.
Jolan True. What?
I'll brief him.
There's doubt everywhere.
And
We
in
will have to be
classic
careful
cryptic
not
This
to
conference is
style,
a farce.
since forever,
Sela!
You're not trying
you
to found
cannot
a
interrupt
settlement.
the
You're
cinematics.
rebelling against your sovereign.
Oh,
You're
cryptic,
stirring up
cryptic,
dissent with your
cryptic.
wild
Why must you be
stories of
this way?
mysterious aliens and colony attacks.
Wild stories!
Until now, I gave your little movement some leeway because I thought I could convince you to see the error of your ways. This ridiculous conference shows me I've been far too forgiving.
You! How could you?
Tobin! That's enough! You two! Please leave this to Tamara and me.
Unbelievable. How can that woman stand there and deny they're picking up odd
The Klingon command base has ordered us to remain in orbit and leave the defense of Khitomer to them. However, I am certain that the singularity signature I'm detecting is the same ship that was in orbit of Viranot during the attack. This could be the person responsible for the destruction of the colony.
Beam up
Do
to
we
the ship.
investigate despite the Klingons' objections?
I am leaning towards wanting to have this on 365 days a year. Cryptic, why is loading so long? You're on an SSD. All the data's been downloaded. Why you like this? Hope everyone's April 1st, also known as April Fool's,
I'm
is
picking
going
up
well.
multiple anomalies in the area, but the Klingons are still ignoring.
Well, let's go ahead and, launch our frigates, because frigate. Scan anomalies. There are 2 anomalies. We need at least one. How about another? I've got more stuff than I expected. But sadly, we still don't have any hasty maneuvering, whatever the name of it is. Wrong way. It's like an a cappella group that doesn't practice. Or practices to be bad. Why has Viril got all these have full tier 4 abilities? Really? That's not supposed to be the way it works.
The Alachi were hiding the Tal Shiar ship.
How about if we go ahead and we drop poo. Feeding the drones what level of skill? Yeah, but also the ranks of the NP of the officers. And I should not have access to a 4th tier officer ability yet.
To prove yourself again.
I mean, I can dump warp plasma. I'm still a level 9 character. None of my officers should have access to, like, for instance, Satra here only has access to the 1st skill, despite having a 2nd skill that they theoretically could use. Ranks determine what level skills you can train, but pre-known skills will still be available. Yeah, I have 2 level 2 abilities, and level 2 warp plasma is at least a tier 3, if not a tier 4 skill. That should not be available. Where am I going? Next anomaly. Where's the next anomaly? Over there? Oh my god. Okay. Not having emergency maneuvering is actually going to kill me. Let's see. I need to rearrange my skills here. They're driving me crazy. Overcharged gravitic lance. I don't have access to that, nor should I yet. These are the skills from my Singularity engine, if memory serves. So theoretically, we should have boarding party, eject warp plasma, emergency power to shields, emergency power to weapons, energy distributor, that's that one, right? Overcharged gravitic lens, no. Is that not the same icon? Looks like the same icon. PBAOE, guessing you're looking for evasive maneuvers earlier. Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, I do have it, okay. Because turning this ship is like, well, a boat. That didn't scare me this time. I'm startled, but not scared. Fat Buddy has resubscribed for 53 months. Engage. Fat Buddy, I love you dearly, but you're crazy. There was something I wanted to do. No, that's not it. I'll have to look it up, damn it. That's true. You could have had a V8. You still probably can. How are you doing, Fat Buddy?
Engage!
Do we have another ship? We do.
Space.
You may notice that, where is it? That some of the sound effects seem peculiar.
Engage.
Like that. There's a April Fool's system in play for artisanal audio. And then presumably the anomaly on my right as well. More gas. Like that.
Why am I not surprised that you can? I don't care.
Let's go ahead and see if we can't drop a nice bunch of plasma on them. One of your favorite combos, emergency powered engines and emergency con hologram duty officer, which resets the cooldown on EVA's man when emergency powered engines is activated. It is a nice implementation and a little piece of hilarity, I think. All of these people-made noises to replace some of the in-game noises.
A key.
Return to the
Down
surface.
to the surface.
So resets cooldown on evasive maneuvers when emergency powered engine is activated. Yeah, that would be nice. Because it's not like I'm flying an aircraft carrier sideways the way it turns. Oh wait, it's exactly like that. I am flying a space aircraft carrier sideways. It's the Valkis. Came in the same box as the Universe
I'm in the Hall of Heroes
class
now, and
Enterprise ship.
Did you
So it's like the biggest ships in the
with
game.
Pialachi? This make sure that
It's a Tal Shiar bomb. It's I just got it the other day. It's been one I've been lusting after for years because it's such a beautiful visual design, and sad to say I am not immune to Space Barbie, also known as Starship porn.
Enemy targets on sensors.
The Tal Shiar had spies here the entire time.
Of course they did. They're the Tal Shiar. They should surprise no one. I will take the duranium. And because I'm an expert, I will disarm the Tal Shiar bomb. Oh, look. The trionium gas respawned. And I've got gas again. You don't know anyone who's immune? Yeah, well, for instance, I am big on cosmetics. I love housing. I've got a friend who plays games, and he couldn't give half a crap about either. So I would imagine the only thing that would really matter to him would be how the ship performed. But I certainly agree that he would be in the minority. Most of us definitely care. Now I got... So I got these 3 ships. Oh, am I being attacked again? I am. This is the Valkis here. This is the Klingon equivalent heavy dreadnought. And this is the Universe class Enterprise from the future. I also got this one, where these are dreadnought cruisers, so they only have 1 hangar. And I got 2 tier 6 chits. So I got a grand total of 8 account-wide unlocks, including the Valkis, which I wanted and almost bought for the same price as a single ship, single character unlock, as opposed to account-wide. There are advantages to being a lifetime subscriber and saving up your 500 Zen stipend for 2.5 years. Because it was 15,000 Zen, so that's 30 months. Hi! I don't think I'm too late. I think I'm right on time. Because I'm the hero. Didn't you get the message? Call Tamer.
Did you get the explosives? Good. That's a relief. Why don't you come inside the...
I'm on my way. Oh, this way. Damn. Check out that ass. Lens definitely has a badunkadunk going.
In conclusion, think about how many times we've been fooled by Romulans. Sela already sent the Tal Shiar to attack us here. Who is to say Titan is not part of her plan? We must not allow this alliance to happen.
Hakeem!
Treacherous Greenblood!
Stay back!
What do you think you're doing? What? What are you? Remember this.
Ooh. There's going to be guts all over the inside of that barrier?
For a Klingon.
The Hall of Heroes. I guess does he qualify now as a hero in the Hall? Having given his life to save a Klingon. Tatam.
Tamer's death will not the next if you haven't.
Thank you. Yep.
Tamer's
Sugahara.
sacrifice.
And
Tamer died with honor.
Tamer gave his life so
a
that we
chair.
would be
They'll name a
understood
chair
by
after.
the
That would be
others.
nice.
I know I won't forget this.
That is almost certainly a delivery from Amazon. I checked a few hours back, and it was 6 stops away. And then about 3 hours later, I checked again, and it was 7 stops away. How they do it, I have no idea. Go to the back to the Romulan flotilla. I don't know why. My memory, unless I'm completely losing my mind, which, by the way, not entirely out of the question, is that I should have an option here to use warp, basically to warp jump. Or wormhole, or whatever the hell they call it. We've got a Tier 3 torpedo launcher, photons we can't use yet, another engine battery, and covariant shields. We'll check on those. I'm sorry, it's a really clever April Fool's joke. And you can turn it off if you want, so the people who don't like it can turn it off. I approve wholeheartedly. Well done, Cryptic. Well done, well played, well.
Welcome back. I'm Sub-Commander Nadell. Tamer's final actions impressed both the Klingons and the Federation. The time has come for you to decide who you will be allied with. Starfleet and the Klingons both have sent diplomats to stay here at the flotilla. Talk to them if you have any questions. Then speak
until
to me
I've selected
when you are
a
ready
side,
to make your choice.
which I'd forgotten that occurs at level 10. So maybe that's the thing.
Time is short. What do you need?
I'm ready to
this
make my
final
decision.
choice must be yours. But
I will
know you
choose
will
an
honor Tamer.
allegiance.
Time is short. What do you need?
I will help out Starfleet. Because frankly, I don't want to work with this guy over here. I mean, he's got the shaved sides with a pattern carved in it and a faux hawk. I mean, seriously, that's just fashion crime city. So, Starfleet. Bing indeed. Boop doop. Return to Nadell. Clenched fist. Yeah, speak to anger issues. He just seems well. It's the whole I'm angry with my parents. So I'm going to shave the sides of my head and wear a faux hawk and tell him it's not a stage I'm going through.
Than by continuing to serve the Romulan people.
This should be Ding 10.
The float time is short.
Congratulations, Centurion.
It is. Being hailed by Admiral Kararek.
Congratulations. You've proven yourself to be invaluable to the Republic Navy and earned the respect of your fellow officers.
Well, that's
Return to New Romulus. I would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Republic.
The mission will provide access to a powerful free ship. How cute. Missions ahead will become more challenging. The foes you face will be stronger as well. You now have access to a higher tier gears, weapons, and ships. Oh my. I'll return to New Romulus shortly. I have a new officer. Her name is Lade. I guess I have a very rare opportunity. I can get laid.
Ah, good. The Republic has need of your talents.
Don't blame me.
The Romulan
They gave me
Star
that.
Empire still has many followers. They've taken to pillaging outposts and settlements on the fringes of...
Click the task force operations to join a task force. No, thank you.
Time is short.
She's got a
What
bunch
do you
of
need
quests for me. Bing! We got new goodies. Phasers. Phasers. Well, I guess I did join the, you know, the Federation. Bing. Boop. Beep, bop. Ping. Boop. Beep. That last one I liked. The meep. Let's see. I have 1 space point. Ping. More. Beep, bop. Oh, I also have a ground point now, I think. Yeah, I also have a second ground point. Weapon proficiency, sure, that seems good. More. Traits, I have an additional trait. Let's see. So, what did I go with? That and kits, right? And pistols. Increase damage and threat generation. Why would I want damage and threat generation? I don't want anyone to shoot me. I want them to shoot the big, strong guys next to me. Physical damage resist and knockback resist. How about we go with that? And then personal space traits. Crit chance, crit severity. That always seems like a winner to me. All right, the stations. Now, this is an example. I'm going to have to get into space to see. So we have Satra. Until we get a second engineering officer, we'll stick with them there. Cannons, rapid fire, and CRF. I'm not sporting cannons. Like be fire at will. I think I want to lose torpedoes high yield, probably for attack team though. No, we've got attack team. We'll find something else to put there then. Ping. Indeed, ping.
Maps.
I need to get to the space stuffs room. No. Down there. I need to go there. All right. Wait. Did I go the right way? Probably not. No, I went the wrong way. Of course I did. I went the wrong way. It used to be, at least, you had to promote the officers before you could use their additional slots of skills. Did that change? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I mean, it's certainly possible they changed that, but that didn't used to be the case. Right, so those should be the skills. So, for instance, we've got attack team, but cannons rapid fire is not especially helpful. Torpedoes high yield, I'd much rather be using torpedoes spread. Do you think it did? Vaguely remember you're saying. I haven't seen it behave that way in a while. So yeah, okay, it may be that was what my mistake was, is that they changed it. It used to be these didn't open up until you promoted them. So your ensign level officers only had access to 1 skill. Your lieutenants only had access to 2. Your lieutenant commanders to 3, and only a full commander would have access to the 4th. That may have been a long time ago, so. Let's see, I'm not sure how I feel about boarding party. I do like emergency power to shields, emergency power to weapons. I love hazard emitters, tractor beam. So we definitely need a science lieutenant skill. Science, space. probably... I can't buy them. So I still can't buy them until I promote them. So I have to promote Satra. May have been fixed a long time ago. It makes sense. Sounds like there's another bug that wasn't fixed or pursued. Or they may have just chosen to be more forgiving. But for instance, I can't buy additional skills to replace these until I promote them. So, Satra... Is it skills? Promote. Okay, they're now... So now the tier 2 should be... Why aren't they open? I don't have enough credits. I don't have enough credits. Well, that's not right. Can I sell to this fine individual? Evidently not. Who in here can I sell to? Them. The convergent shield array. Our current one is better. Alright, we'll sell that. This is a tier 3, we'll sell that. We'll hold on to the other stuff. So the array we sell that. Well, we're not going to be able to fully kit out our officers. We now have enough to buy... What are we buying? Science Team 2, I think? Because we have hazard emitters. Yeah, Science Team 2, I think. We now go to that officer and their skills, and we know hazard emitters. We go to tier 2, we learn Science Team. We then select Science Team, so now we'll have hazard emitters and Science Team, both of which are excellent abilities. Let's see, I know there's always some kind of juju that makes it like if I swap and then swap back. Reload default. No, Science Team. Okay, good. We definitely want to lose torpedoes high yield because we have access to torpedo spread 3. Torpedo spread 3 is awesome. High yield, much less so. So we'll see what we have in the way of a tactical tier 1. We have TAC team available already. Beam fire at will ready. None of those particularly fascinating, I've got to say. A second TAC team, I guess. And stations. Tovan Kev. Oops, Tovan Kev. Skills. Tier 1. He knows. Alright. Get TAC team. Select TAC team. Go back to stations. Back to Tovan Kev. There we go. TAC team, beam fire at will. So at some point we'll want to get rid of, we'll change cannons rapid fire out for something else, but we just don't have the cash right now. We're cash short. I'd probably like to change out boarding party as well, and I need a second engineering officer, and then we'll be pretty well kitted out. But right now, that's not bad. Alright. Well, we don't have the specialized gear where it's to any advantage at all to not use the highest tier weaponry we've got. Even though it's not all of the same flavor. Generally, you want to keep it all the same flavor. you know, all phasers, all disruptors, all plasmas. But I don't have any of the things that are jacking up those individual stuff, so it might as well be a mix and match right now. Phaser dual cannons. Well, I can still use the cannon rapid fire then, I guess. We'll hold on to these for now. That's a tier 4 plasma turret. Might as well replace that. And let's see, that plasma beam right now is doing, where is it? 150. This has got to be more. Yeah, so there we go. We've now re-kitted our ship. We're going to be a lot deadlier than we used to be. Beep. Beep. And I need to rearrange my hotbars. So bear with me for a bit.
Powers.
So these are the singularity powers, right? Right. Those are the singularity powers. I really need the additional trays. But I want some of these trays to be horizontal or vertical.
Powers.
Let's see if I can remember how that is worked. Options. HUD, there it is. There it is. Okay, that's it. That should be sufficient right there. We exit. We actually want to go back to just 3 here. And we want to go to 2 here. As I said, you will have to bear with me for a sec here. It's going to take a bit. But I kind of need to actually have my abilities arranged in a useful for me fashion. Okay, we've got 2 TAC teams. These can go down there for just now. Support configuration, singularity jump. Alright, sensor scan is there. Science team goes there. Battle cloak is there. That's on the right, on the right. Photons, phasers, offensive configuration. I didn't realize those were dynamically changeable like that. That's pretty cool. I'm currently sitting in like defensive, aren't I? Let's go into offensive. Molecular deconstruction. Well, that always just sounds nifty. Who wouldn't want molecular deconstruction? To use on the other guy, of course. Hazard emitters go about there. The gravitic lens. The gravitic lens. That one's not me. Full impulse. We've got evasive. Energy weapons overload. Energy distributor. What do we got? Molecular deconstruction. Do we have 2 of those? Gravitic lance, sensor scan. Oh, we do have 2 of the gravitic lance. There we go. Boop boop. Emergency weapon, emergency power to weapons, emergency power to shields. Eject warp plasma. One of my favorites historically. I love to go fast, eject warp plasma, and leave a trail of poo behind that does a really large damage over time. Cannon rapid fire. Beam fire at will. And the launch bay command. So I think we've got everything now in its place where I can hope to functionally use it. We need to go task force. I don't want to do a task force. I don't want to do a task force. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. What's the command I'm looking for? That'll work. Available in progress. Task force. Hide. And it's gone. Now, Romulus. I don't want to enter it. Where? Why is it not showing up? Promotion. Centurion. Go to new Romulus command. Well, that's not the flotilla. Where the hell's new Romulus command? No, that's the Azure Nebula. Virinat. New Romulus. I mean, I didn't even have a clicky to set the direction for that one. A little weird. Trying to figure it out. So we've increased our the amount of our power that is going to our weaponry and such. We now have all of our skills available in places that I'm used to. And we're flying the prettiest goddamn ship in the entire universe. Look at that. It's just beautiful lines. It's the sexiest ship. I'm not in a state of physical excitement, okay? As far as you know. I mean, just look. Look at those lines. Look, somebody else has one, but theirs isn't anywhere near as pretty as mine. This is the prettiest. I do like to look around at the other ships, though. That looks Jem'Hadar-ish almost. He's in a Shylock tactical pilot warbird. Okay. That looks like the Chimera. Can't see. Oh. Omaktalan Awani Command. That is the alien, weird-ass alien ship that will look like a jellyfish when you activate it, I believe. That's one of the Romulan ships there. That has got to be another one of the Ramis. Can't make out anything else. Fine. We'll go to, we'll beam to New Romulus. Me and Tovan Kev.
We have the strength now.
By the way, I was promoted.
With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar.
Obasek.
We would be safe. We would be free.
What a voice.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves.
Do my
military
answering machine
action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future. Of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Detan.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to meet me here. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This wouldn't be possible without you.
That's true.
Your example led the way.
Yeah, I did. Really.
We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed.
This city
Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mol Rihan, or New Romulus, as our allies call it, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
I laughed, I cried. He changed my life. So we'll see what other quests are available to us. Boop, boop, doop. So I've been scaled up to level 50 for this because this was, for a while, was I think it was the first of the rep grinds in the game. Came with the Romulus expansion. So what is available? Task Force Operations, no thank you. Starbase 24. Lost and Found. Commander Sarish Mina in Deep Space Nine has requested my assistance with a delicate matter involving Cardassia and Bajor Sunrise. The Iconian War is over. Funny, I don't think I can even fight it yet. Toward Freedom. Task for you, Delegate, shared certain information, Admiral Tanay, Starbase 39 Sierra. Tanay is not exactly pleasant to work with. Geordie LaForge, the Temporal Ambassador quest. That gets you another ship as well. The Daily of Tour of the Galaxy. Chancellor Jim Pock, the Center cannot hold. That's some later content. Tutorial salvage relationships in the neutral war zones. Titan. Admiral Janeway has a team of specialists. Echoes of Light. Lukari, Echo, Eye of the Storm. One of the things this game does, pardon me, wow. Let me start again without the whole yawn in the middle. One of the things this game does incredibly awfully is once you get out of the tutorial, tell you what to do next. All of these are like additional pieces of content. They'll scale you up, but I'm not sure how well that scaling works. But they won't necessarily make any sense, and they certainly won't make any narrative sense. The last time I played, I don't know, a few months back, I was doing my free-to-play through of Star Trek Online. How is the game to play free-to-play? And I kind of failed on the first 2 episodes of it to talk about how bad the game is to a new player. After you get through the tutorials, there's all these things they throw at you that you can do without explaining what you should do. And the stuff often makes complete narrative nonsense. The thing I decided to do first, because I didn't want to do the straight storyline stuff that I've done so many times for the Federation, was the latest content. And it was content that I hadn't done any of the preceding content for. It allowed me to do it. It was very long, and there was just no narrative sense to it at all. Good morning. And so that's something about the game, if anyone's considering playing, is to keep in mind that after you get out of sort of the tutorial, the beginning of the game, they don't tell you what to do next. They just they throw so many options at you, you have no idea as to what you should be doing next. I have no idea who that is. But like all of these, or most of these, are starts of storylines. And I have no idea which one, realistically, I should do next. And I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game. Now, some of these I recognize, and I know I don't really think it's appropriate for me to go straight into. This is at the end of the Iconian War. Now we can look here. So from the ashes, did we finish it? No. Task Force Operations, and then Neutral So More. So I'm going to skip Task Force Operations. Yeah, as I just went to the episodes tab, yeah. I'm going to skip that. Neutral No More, the effects of the explosive...
Greetings. I am taking over as your liaison with the Romulan Republic since Tamir is no longer with us.
Okay.
You have proven yourself and earned the respect of your fellow Romulans.
Yeah.
A contact from our new allies would like to speak with you. Return to... Time is short. What do you need of me?
And then there's allies and in shadows. Thing is, you can jump ahead to all or almost all of these if you want to. And they don't really explain that theoretically there's a narrative arc through the whole thing. But for instance, the thing I did... Was it the Terran Gambit? I don't know. I think it was this. Was the thing I started on the last time I hopped into game. Now, mind you, I've played most of these. I didn't play Jula. I didn't play the Klingon Civil War. I didn't play the earlier part of Terran Gambit. And so, this is one of the things it offers you, and it offers it at that time, if you did the overview here, it offered it as the new thing you could do. So I chose to do the new thing I could do. At no point did it tell me that, realistically, I was jumping through all of this narrative content. And I had to put up with Wesley Crusher when I got to here. And that's a big ask. Skipping all this stuff to go straight to Wesley. I mean, seriously. On the other hand, Beverly Crusher. If you know what I mean. I wasn't even trying to set up the Wesley Crusher line, by the way. Oh, that's what for a long time was the most powerful ship in the game. Look, it's so beautiful. Go to the Romulan flotilla. It's not even offering me the option anymore to target mission objectives. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I know what I do need to do. I need to stop blocking my view of that incredibly beautiful ship I'm flying. It's so gorgeous. The Ramis, man. Their aesthetic is just... Doesn't matter if it's the Daradex, the Moragu, the Valkis, the Talaru. They have the woody-inducingest ships.
Time is short. What do you need of me? I'm glad that you're settled into your new ship.
I'll acknowledge. That was it? Neutral no more. Go to Beta Thorador. Okay, wait. Go to New Romulus Command. Wait, I just went there. God damn it.
Time is short. What do you need of me?
I need you guys to stop sending me back and forth to the same 2 places. Get your shit straight and let's make it one place, please. Hey, there we go. Finally, we've got our transwarp available. Zoom! For those of you who weren't around earlier, there is the artisanal audio is enabled. You can disable it if you want, but I'm leaving it enabled. It is the April Fool's joke. Apparently, it pops up every April 1st. And has people making noises to replace some of the in-game
You arrived at the perfect time. Our satellites
technological
have picked up several
sounds.
Nausicaan ships in and near the system. They seem to be pirates, bent on harassing.
Nausicaan pirates. Nauseating pirates.
Engage.
Engage. Oh, we've got something missing.
Powers.
Where is our... I don't understand. Why is it not showing up? Tovan Kev does not have access to but his first 2 attack abilities. I've done something wrong, evidently.
Target's shields have failed.
Tovan Kev. Promote. Skills. Yeah, you see, the skill there is labeled as being a lieutenant commander skill. So he doesn't have, despite the fact showing up here, shouldn't be available because he's not a lieutenant commander yet. And yet, Viril's skills all show up. I'm still not understanding. Actually, they're not all. That one's not. The boarding party. Maybe that they've got to have an available target.
Engage.
Ingage. He said Ingage. all the and then
Raiders Island. We've taken heavy damage from Nausicaan pirates.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
why are it appears like my shots are coming back to me. Am I hallucinating? Okay, now they're not.
Target's shields have failed.
Thank you. We're not gonna wait around for more pirates to show up.
Thank you once more for your policing efforts.
Think they were smuggling weapons?
The freighter
Thanks for
manifest
the information.
indicated that they had
I'll bring it up with the Republic Command. Bing! Zoom! We'll hail Subcommander Liddell.
None of the colonies in contact with the Republic should be involved in weapons dealing.
Time. Congratulations,
11.
Centurion.
Speak with Centurion at New Romulus Command.
Greetings. I have a new mission for you on behalf of the Republic.
Is it a
We
nocturnal
have
mission?
traced the Iridian freighter you rescued back to the Chaltop.
Time is short.
Let's see. Speak with Centurion on new Romulus command. We still have that. Oh, duty officers. We've got duty officers. If you're not familiar with duty officers, they are sort of like a little mini game that was added long ago to the game that I thought quite highly of at the time, and it's a lot more common now. It's basically sort of an offline mini game you would play similar to like a mobile game. It's not especially involved. They've managed to engineer most of the... Am I headed in the right direction?
Maps.
No, I'm absolutely not.
Maps.
Oh, I guess I am. Never mind. They've managed to engineer most of the abusive stuff out that people took advantage of for years. It's possible that that might have included me. Once again, they're not allowing me to transwarp. New Romulus system, actually New Romulus itself. Enter. We'll see what ships are flying around.
Explosion!
Explosions! Alright, that's the big bad Scimitar Dreadnought. Used to be the most powerful ship in the game. Yep, that's one of the warbirds. Appalachia Blockade Runner Escort.
Maps.
That looks like another Valkis. We'll beam to the command center this time. And this is where we will get our first batch of duty officers. And my only possible response to that, of course, will be, "Howdy, duty officers!" Plus, we have to talk to, like, the Admiral or something to get our promotion made. That's to the shuttle bay. That shouldn't be there. And yet, something is here. How do I get a commander gig? Oh, I don't want a ship. I don't want a shuttle right now. Acquire ships. Don't need that right now. Forget what do they want me to do? Speak with the ship requisitions officer. That's your ship vendor. Ship manager. This must be the requisition officer then, yeah. Browse the ships approved for my rank. Right. I have a token that can be used to buy an approved ship of the right rank, or I can continue to fly my ludicrously overpowered and incredibly sexy Valkis. Guess which I'm going to do? Spoiler. And because we're friendly with the Federation, I think I can also get Federation ships, some of them. Or I can use ships that I already have access to because I own them from a package I have previously purchased. So there are a lot of options. Yes, I play for the challenge, clearly. Which is why I'm flying the most powerful ship that I can. On my new ship. I could select a new ship if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Because I like the ship I've got, alright? Imagine you've got everybody staying late on Friday night. You have a beer bash, and then you start recording the sounds for April Fools. That's definitely the route I would take. I need to talk to Villar. I'm about to get all of these duty officers. Say howdy, duty officers. All of them. And you'll note, now that I have them, they don't tell you what to do. You go over here, duty officers. You wait for them to ping. This is the roster. Active ground, sick bay, cargo bay, bridge, passengers. Overview. We can do things in the current map. Basically what it amounts to, it's a little mini game. So for instance, this very first thing, assist command with research on fractal message encryption techniques. It takes 20 hours and it requires 3 research lab scientists, or no, a research lab scientist it looks like, and 2 scientists. And then some of their traits can either increase the critical or failure chance, and these are the rewards. It's pretty, actually, straightforward. Go to the department heads. So for instance, let's say security. Interrogation resistance program. An undercover link. Intelligence leak, sorry. Tactical assignments. I'm just looking for anything that would be straightforward. So for instance, evaluation of telekinesis. Well, I need a character that's got telekinesis. I ain't got one of those. Most of these are pretty long or require officers that I don't have access to yet. So, attend a Cation diplomatic dinner. 1 of 10 in a chain. Sometimes it almost sounds like someone attempting to imitate Christmas bells very poorly. Drunkenly, even. So, we will select these 3 officers. You'll see we have a 99% chance of success. Or, sorry, 89% chance of success, a 9% critical chance, and a 2% failure chance. With the officers it chose by default, we'll go ahead and it'll take them 6 hours to finish that one. Science is usually pretty quick, an hour or 2 for most of the missions. That one's 20 hours, so it'll only require 1 officer, sure. Bing. Sure. Remember, always remember. Bing. Department heads, operations. 45 minutes. That one will finish up while we're still playing, presumably. 20 hours, sure, why not? Medical. Anyone hurt? Somebody's got a minor fever. That ought to do for now. So we've got that taken out of the game. Okay, now back to the ship. Bing! Whoop! And then back to sector space. Zoom. Flying true. I can transwarp. Begin the price of neutrality. It's about $350. Sorry. Don't know what it is with the loading. Like I said, I'm on an SSD. The entire game is downloaded. Today's April Fool's joke for one of the other cryptic games, Champions Online, I think it's a default mode, but also an emote, where all of your characters T-pose, and it's called Domination. Or Dominance, that's it, because you're asserting dominance. So it's called Dominance mode, or the Dominance expansion, or something like that. We have a visual on enemy ships. They do not see us. We can try to open a hailing frequency, or we can launch a preemptive strike. Oh, gosh, I don't know. We'll hail. No response. They might be waiting to strike, or they may respond when we get closer. Well, how about we just go ahead and we launch our little shippies. Hail the ships again.
Finally, some proper sport. These scavengers have hardly been worth our time. But a ship like yours, that is a fine prize.
Good luck.
Power up your
I'm here about the colony. We know you're getting weapons from them.
Why would we need the worthless?
We can still end this peacefully. We will end it peacefully. It will be the peace of the grave.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
I admire their sang-froid for saying we would make a marvelous prize when they appear to have, I don't know, what's another word for blown up? Oh yeah, we'll go with blown up. How about that? How about you guys just follow me and my nice little trail of green poo. Hey Vorp, how you doing? I have the most beautiful ship in all of space. My Valkis. She's gorgeous. More ships. How nice. It's like pizzas that deliver themselves. Looks like a bottle opener. Don't be mean. It's beautiful. Also, it has 2 full hangars, and is the size of an actual freaking battleship or aircraft carrier. It's enormous.
Engage.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Plus, you gotta love the sound effects. Bottle opener, indeed. That's pretty much what it is. It's the April Fools. They have artisanal audio that you can turn on or off. If it's on, you have a bunch of cryptic employees making pew-pew noises. Apparently it's been in the game for years. I just never heard it. Or at least forgotten about it. as soon as their shields fail, they don't have long to go. They tend to blow up in a most acceptable fashion. Ooh, beam down. Yeah, us 5. I don't recall, Vorp. Did you get a lifetime sub to this game or not? Way back when you were playing it. When we were playing it. Fizbic has followed, giving me a little startle. Didn't scare the crap out of me like the couple I hit last night. But it was a startle. I only have one spiel, and here it is. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You are most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good evening, and none of that was an April Fool's. Just saying. Okay, the sound effects in game, that's the April Fool's. I have to question the colonists. Which colonists am I supposed to question?
Maps.
Over there. Go away. We don't need the Romulan Republic here. Okay. More Romulans are picking sides now. The colony? Yeah, it's nice. Oh, well, we've got one here. Okay, yeah. Leave this guy alone. Go bug the guy in charge. All right, well, I guess I'll do that then. If you let me in. Apparently, you won't even let me in. Guy in charge, he's past the gate. Ariman, go talk to him. Okay. Open the door. Okay, now get on the floor. Everyone do the dinosaur. That's a really old music reference. Hi, Lortrix.
Ah, another refugee of Romulus. Welcome. I am the leader of this small band. You may call me Lortrix.
My name is actually Deborah.
I assume you were
but
behind
call me
destroying
Lortrix.
those Erogen ships around the planet. We're all very thankful for that. The Erogen have been bothering us for quite some time. I would hate to think what would have happened if you didn't arrive when you did.
What do you do here on the colony?
We mainly supply merchant ships with various minerals, and we have a small ore refining operation. It's not much, but it keeps us alive. The Erogen have been harassing us for quite some time, unfortunately. They want to use our
I'll
facility
believe
to
him. I will choose to believe. I will press F
you and
to
I
believe.
both know what that is a relief. Look, why don't I show you around our colony?
That's a really good idea. That will allay any fears I have before you inevitably stab me in the back. Okay, Lortrix. I guess we're going over here. Because there's a green arrow over here. Isn't he a superhero?
Hello. I'm the chief engineer around here. This colony is
Wow.
barely holding together.
Your face is
At
hella
night,
wrinkly,
I can hear
dude, and
the
I say that
creaks
as an
and
old man.
sparks of instruments as they crack in the cold. We need supplies. Good quality Federation supplies. Our replicator is barely
I am.
working,
Don't worry.
and the
You
heat
wouldn't have
systems
happened to
are
have met a woman
spotty at
named
best.
Rina Kev, would you?
It's okay. You don't have to keep asking. I appreciate your help on Gasco and the Suliban Helix, but Rina is gone.
I won't
need to
stop
accept
searching,
that
Tovan.
and move on.
I promise. Family comes first. Well, I'm a big believer in that. I mean, it comes right before first, because first is F-I and family is F-A. Alphabetically, it comes first. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, really. Scan cargo. Find a cache of food. Really? Anything tasty? Boop, 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 boop. Find some ore. Find some more what? We find a sudden camera swoop and a guilty-looking dude with a finger in his ear. Maybe it's itchy or maybe it's a comm device. Really no way to know. Scan the nearby snow pile. Why? Because the tricorder scan shows that the snow pile is not firmly packed. A tactical officer would be able to figure out a way to use this to their advantage. For what? Making snowballs? Oh, same one. Don't do it. Don't. Thank you.
What do you want? I'm not bothering anyone.
You're
swear.
acting awful suspicious for someone not bothering anyone. And saying you're not bothering anyone is exactly what I would expect someone to say who was bothering someone.
I'm sorry. Look, they told me to send a message when you were done scanning the cargo. I don't know anything. I don't know why they told me that.
Use the console to get information.
All I know is that I see people using the consoles nearby.
It's monitored by
That's
security
it.
cameras. You'll need to deal with it first to safely access the console. Don't cause any more trouble. So presumably then I need to disable it. I'm a science officer, so I will science the hell out of it. My sciencing is all but matchless in my ability to science. Scientifically.
Unlock failed.
If you disrupted the camera circuits, then the console could be hacked. Huh. Let me think. That camera looks rickety. You can disrupt its circuitry with your tricorder. Why didn't I think of that myself? I will disrupt its circuitry with my tricorder. And now that no one's watching, I can hack the computer because I have technologies. Picking up heavy concentration of electromagnetic and gamma radiation to the southeast of our location. According to this computer, the colony buildings in that area are residential. I find that unlikely. The amount of radiation I'm detecting would be unhealthy for most species. They're hiding something. I don't know. Looks like a normal residential kind of thing. Oh, wait. This is actually a hidden door, and it's filled with bombs. Yeah, lots and lots of bombs. Possibly missiles. Could be rockets. Splodies. Definitely splodies. Shipping manifests this colony is supplying weapons to the Hirogen, I think. They're receiving weapons from other colonies scattered throughout the neutral zone and across the entire sector, and this preset targeting information, some of these weapons could be used against Republic-friendly targets. My tricorder just registered an odd low-band subspace signal. I think accessing this computer may have triggered something. Lortrix lied to us. Well, gosh, I am stunned and surprised.
We have them trapped in the warehouse.
With a bunch of explosives.
Excellent. Activate the transport inhibitors to stop them from beaming out.
Very well. Do you have any further orders?
Just stay out of our way.
Double cheeseburger. Fries. Shake. Strawberry. If it's chocolate, I kill you. Welcome, Canucket. And you're not late. You arrive exactly when you're needed. Not fair. Now you want a milkshake? Ah, but what flavor do you want? Alright, before we get to killing the other Hirogen, I need to scan this trionium gas as it's a crafting material. Cherry, gotta be cherry with real fruit. I don't know. I'm not sure cherry makes the best shakes. Let's see where. There we go. You guys, everyone, shoot the man that I just told you to shoot. Kaplow! We have the April Fool sound effects in place, Canucket. Disable the magnetic field controls. Yeah, for a sec it took me. I actually noticed the artisanal audio button and clicked it and heard someone go boop or something and I went, oh, April Fool. Nice. You can disable it to just regular game sounds, but why would you want to do that? When you can have people go beep boop, ping. Oh, I have to shoot these? Okay, I guess I have to shoot them. I assumed I had to, like, hack them. Brute force hacking in the simplest possible way. Tracker. Everyone shoot the man with the numbers over his head. Roman numerals, you know. Again, everybody. Jambalaya. I just looted jambalaya in game. It is a coincidence. For dinner tonight I had jambalaya. And that's no liar. I'm gonna have to talk with these guys rather than just shoot them. Never put fake Star Trek sound effect VA on your CV. No, but you might mention it in the interview. If it turns out they're a Trekkie, you know? If by any chance they ever played STO. I mean, I would slip it into conversation casually that I was the whoop, whoop, whoop voice, you know, something like that. I think we have defeated them all with the power of our make-believe voice work.
You're good. Very good. But do you think this will change anything? I spit on you and the Republic. Traitors to your own people. To die like this.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Muffin. Can I get you an aspirin?
You terrorists. You care nothing for the common people. The Talshar, they protect us. Make us stronger.
I'm gonna leave him to die. He tried to kill us. Actually, I wouldn't leave him to die. I'd finish him off. Alright, we'll return to our ship. Beam me up. And again, I don't know why the loading is taking so long. I mean, I can get loaded faster than this thing loads. Very Federation of me. I prefer to think of it as a very Romulan of me. And technically, I am a Romulan former Borg. So, I'm really cold and calculating. I mean, both biologically, genetically, culturally, and technologically. I'll scan the magnesite ore. Because more. Free. Crafting bags. The ground combat in the game doesn't really hold up against the space battles. Oh, absolutely agree. Couldn't agree more. The way I always describe it is that the ground combat is janky, has been since launch. The space combat is spot on. Yeah, I know there are people who, in third-person shooter mode, like it a lot more. It never particularly did anything positive for me. I didn't particularly care for it. I didn't hate it. I just didn't feel like it improved it for me. But certainly if it improves it for someone, and I would recommend somebody try it if, you know, they might work it. You wish the ground combat were better? Well, that is pretty common. I mean, I feel sort of the same way about
Target's shields have failed.
The Secret World or Secret World Legends. That the combat's just janky. There's so much good stuff in the game, but the combat, yeah, is definitely not the ground combat in this game.
This is the USS San Antonio reporting in. We're ready to assist you with anything you need.
It's just not up to anywhere close to the snuff of the space combat. Space combat's great. Secret World and Secret World Legends are both still playable and around. Combat's not great. The story is first rate.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
And the questing is the best, I think, in any MMO. Beep, boop. One more batch of mobs coming in, I think. We'll swing ourselves around as quick as we can, given the fact that our ship is the size of a small city.
Warning, ship is under
Maybe
attack.
not even a small city, just a freaking city.
Target's shields have failed.
Ooh, an Apex battleship. That's their Apex battleship, huh? Apex means high point. That's the high point of their space fleet. It's not impressive.
I've got to say, you Romulans sure know how to throw a party. I haven't felt a rush like that in quite some time. Finish up anything here and warp out. I'll check back with command. And don't take too long or I might take some of the credit for myself.
I must now kill you because we don't joke. Boop-a-doop.
When you trip
tripped our monitoring program. The Star Empire sent me to
Charva.
investigate. Our intel said you were part of the terrorist cell on Veronot, but your actions here suggest otherwise. I'm here to make you an offer. Renounce your terrorist allies and come with me and fight for the glory of the Romulan Star Empire. I am authorized to grant you amnesty for your past crimes if you agree to serve the Empire again.
No.
If you agree,
Join
we
you?
would
I
like
don't
to
even know
remain
you.
within Titan.
Charva. You can't trust her. I know her too well for that. We grew up together. I was her friend.
Wish you could accept her. Well, I mean,
that's all
yeah.
over.
There are a number
It ended
of
the day
times
she joined the Tal
in
Shiar.
the linear storyline in most MMOs where I wish you had a meaningful choice. I understand why they don't do it. It's a lot more narrative design and quest design and stuff, but it would be nice when games offer you meaningful choice. It's one of the biggest flaws, I think, in Star Wars The Old Republic, in that they took the KOTOR game system, parts of it anyway, where choice mattered so much, and they tacked it into an MMO where your choices matter almost not at all.
Hello again, Tovan. It's been too long since we were together. Yeah, in the end, it cost him everything. Your blood,
I'm
your
not
heritage,
like Lord Trix,
that's who you are.
but I will
where
not
you
side
belong.
with the Tal Shiar.
You don't understand yet, but you will. The Romulan Republic is a terrorist
when you
organization.
get choices.
Datan and his followers
In
are
an
inciting
MMORPG,
Romulans
that
and
was one of the things they
Remans
didn't
to
understand
take up
from the
arms
beginning.
against the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire.
In an RPG like Knights of the Old Republic, you can have your choices matter because it's the gameplay along the story arc, the narrative that takes you from beginning to end. In an MMORPG, if you offer meaningful choice, then by the time you get to the end game, every choice that was meaningful, there was an optimal choice for. And if there's optimal, you take out everything interesting about the RPG elements. So either you have meaningful, in which case there's an optimal path that most players will take, or you have meaningless, and then you don't have to worry about players choosing the non-fun option because it's the best option. And that was the instead of taking KOTOR and turning it into an MMORPG, they should have designed a great MMORPG and then hung the KOTOR parts that fit off of the MMO instead of the other way around.
Think about it.
But
the
I think you've heard
military and
me
the Tal
sing this
Shiar
song
are the
before,
only means
Tanaka.
of guaranteeing security for those of us who survive. Datan may have you fooled, but don't just. Datan's only showing you what he wants you to see. I can show you the things that the Republic is trying to hide. Believe me, or don't. You don't have to trust me. Just trust the evidence. When you are ready to learn more, I'll be ready to show you.
I don't trust you, and this conversation is over. Although, maybe a little coffee later? Centurion, the ship has gone to warp. You want to talk to Kev about Tal Shiar now? I do.
There's a lot I have to say about Charva. As you may have guessed, we used to be quite close.
In other words, you
There's
were
a
bed
lot of
buddies.
history
Got
between
it.
us, but all that's really important is that we went separate ways.
She
She
dumped
thought
your
that the
ass.
Tal Shiar could ensure security for
Can
our
we trust her?
Well, Charva's not a bad person. At least she wasn't. But she is
Well, some of
misguided.
the voice actors
She's turned a blind
lost
eye
their
to the
voices after
excesses
this
of the Tal
performance.
Shiar, and she probably doesn't even know about most of them.
Generally
The
speaking,
Tal
the
Shiar
voiceovers
are
in this game
masters
are
of propaganda,
very
after all.
widely mixed
I think
quality.
that anything she tells us is going to be
A lot of
something
the
that Tal
professional
Shiar
actor stuff
wants
is
us to
really,
hear.
really good.
We should gather our own
A
evidence.
lot of the other stuff,
and draw our
not
own
so much.
conclusions. There's a lot
I
have
will
to
also
say
note
about
that Denise
Charva.
Crosby, at least in
As
her
you may have
role,
guessed, we used
first
to
few
be
years when she
quite
did
close.
it, she was
There's a
not
lot of history
good at
between
all.
us,
Her
but all
voice
that's
work
really important is that
was
we went separate ways.
really bad.
She thought that the Tal Shiar could.
That's all I need to know. Let's depart. Look at that sexy ship. Oh my god! I am sexually excited. Don't worry, it's no big thing. I kid, of course.
Your findings are distressing. I'll pass this along to Republic Command. As for
A lot of the
Tarva,
early stuff voice-wise in this game was actually done by regular game studio devs. Yeah.
If she's really desperate to make her case, she'll contact
We finished
you
our
again.
first duty officer
If she does, keep me informed.
mission. There's like
Nadell
40
out.
minutes, I think, where it was treatment for a minor fever. It was successful. We get a little energy credits, some expertise, some medical XP, and a little bit of Dili. Where are we at in Dili, anyway? Look at all these new items we got. They added this. I hadn't seen this before. They put the word new over them. I don't remember seeing that before. That's why there's no new voice lines for Kurland after they started hiring professional union rules. Yeah, that sounds right. That they wouldn't be able to use non-members. The other way around it would be to get someone, whoever did the Kurland voice, for instance, to get them their card. But that's probably more work than it's worth. I have 1,157 dilithium ore. Let's refine it. I'm now rich. Not really. Price of neutrality, we're going to get XP, expertise, a career-specific Mark IV kit reward, body armor, more dilithium ore, and a neutronium alloy engineering console. Can't really call it a console, though, because a console is sort of something that sits up in the bridge and you press some buttons. This is more like we're going to attach this to the outside of your ship. But it should be Ding 12. Component would work? Yep. I must choose. Oh. I must choose one of these rewards. What do you think I should take? The Console Engineering Neutronium Alloy Mark IV? Good choice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Nope, no mouse scroll down. That's all of them. Nothing hidden. That's it. Choose one of the following.
Time is short.
Congratulations.
Ding 12. I've unlocked a new trade slot.
Click here to view your trades. These are your active trades. You can activate available trades.
I did not actually get a new trait. I got traits last time. Thank you, though.
More.
What is voice
Now
of the
that we've
voiceless?
uncovered the Alachi involvement with a tall shot.
No, that's not the one we want. Memory lane, there we go. It's Charva again. Charming Charva. I think she digs me. Let's go ahead and grab on another science point. Improved shield restoration.
More.
Next one we get, we will have to choose as to whether we want our maximum sector space travel speed increased by 25% or our transwarp abilities recharge 50% faster. As you spend points in the various trait lines, you move across these bars and they unlock choices or new abilities for your officers. So for instance, is it here? Or here? Or here? Where are the hangar skills, damn it? Oh, there. Okay, so we'll put some engineering in and we'll get additional hull. And there, additional damage from our hangars, because we'll put points in. And basically you have diminishing returns. This one increases, for instance, 50 to the projectile weapons, and this is 35 more, and then that is 15 more. So basically you get as much from the first in a line as you get from the next two in the line. But you do want to specialize to some degree to get access to the skills that are further out here, which are cooler and niftier and more awesomer. Boop bop. Ping. More stuff. All right. It's just the most pretty ship. It's gorgeous. Let's see. We've got more shield batteries. And that is a shield emitter for shield regeneration. We currently have this in the science console. It's a really boring, not impressive one. And this is plasma damage resistance rating. That's in engineering, I assume. Yeah, engineering. This is slightly better than our current shields, so we will upgrade our shields a little bit. We have 4 infinity lockboxes. I don't think I need to try and get lucky with a lockbox ship, having just unlocked 8 account-wide ships. Those need to be filed away in the bank. Those go there. That goes in the bank. That needs to be applied to characters. We will want to sell that. Synth ale. I can assure you, I have no interest in synthetic ale. Now, real ale? Okay. I'm listening. Shield power setting. This is shield power setting. The turn rate, I'll keep the turn rate instead. We'll sell that one. Damage resistance rating, engineering, rats. I think we're probably better off with... Also, by the way, ping! Science kit. I'll definitely want to hold on to that and browse those later, and that later. Alright. Ping. Ping.
Maps.
Let's see. New Romulus. It's just, I mean, come on, guys. Look at, as we slowly zoom in on this, the beautiful lines of this ship. It's glorious. It's currently running the Riemann color scheme. I'm a sucker for the Riemann shields, which is the sort of tessellated hexagon you see on it pattern. I'll try not to fly in the sun.
Maps.
Where are we? We're here. So currently we're working our way through the initial Romulan expansion storyline. I have a buff as a 700-day veteran, which isn't surprising because I've been subscribed 10 plus years, I think. I originally got into the beta for the game. It played okay. Space was noticeably good. I put a post on the Perception of Progress, I think it was called, on the forums, the beta forums, that actually got a lot of upvotes because I'm smart. And it was about the game at that point, that because space always looks like space, leveling up doesn't feel involving. And oh look, I got this brand new photon torpedo. Instead of doing 100 damage, it does 105. And that one of the problems the game had was the perception of progress wasn't really there. In WoW, when you get a new sword, you do more damage, you hit things, you feel it. And when you when you level up and move to a new map, the map looks different. You move from, a desert to a lush forest. It feels different. You get that feeling of progression, and you didn't really in the game. So I bought it when it came out, and I played it for a month and and didn't play it much, and then, unsubbed. And I came back, I don't know, maybe a year and a half later, something like that, year and a half, and the game had just improved markedly. And at that point, I lifetime subbed. This doesn't look good. Joined a TFO and seeing map transfer failed, being spammed endlessly. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. I have to agree. It doesn't sound optimal. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? The TFO. I will beam to the command center. I'll sell some stuff because I'm so low on funds. I mean, unless I suddenly got a bunch of funds, and I don't think I did. No, I still have like 1,800 credits. I need more creds.
More.
Ooh, ooh. We want to sell.
More. Ping. Beep boop. Ping. Beep boop. Beep. Ping. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop.
We're up to 7,600 credits, which is enough that I can see if I want to retune any of the rest of my bridge officer's abilities. Yeah, it is in there. All right. Oh, plus we have Banky Bank. I have a lot of bank slots, turns out.
Beep. Ping. Beep bop. Ping. Beep.
What are the current Infinity Blocks choices? I'm just curious. Lots of choices at Tier 6, that's for sure. Holy crap. In the past, I used to almost always use my stipend, save it up for a couple of months until there was a sale on keys, buy keys to unlock boxes. In all the time I unlocked boxes, and I've unlocked several hundred. 200, 300, I don't know. I never got the top prize. I was given the top prize a couple of times by a friend, and a couple of times I bought the top prize later by arbitraging stuff, but I never opened a box and got the top prize. This is because evidently I'm a loser. It hurts, It hurts. Okay, science team, hazard emitters, CRF. What are the tactical options? What are the tactical options? High yield, what at 2? And at 2, TAC Team 2, Torpedo High Yield 2, Spread, BFW, BFAW, as we call it, for Beam Fire at Will. TAC Pattern? TAC Pattern might not be bad. Beta. Minus all damage ratings. Just their stealth. Entering sector space did the trick. Loaded into TFO. Technically not unplugging and plugging it back in, but logically, yeah. Good call. I guess we can get a torpedo high yield for laid. Torpedo high yield 2. We'll buy that. We'll go to laid. I didn't start with her, so I got laid a little earlier this evening. I have to promote her first. Promote. Congratulations. Torpedo high yield, and we'll swap that out. There we go. And she's now showing torpedo high yield. Until we get access to Tovan Kev having torpedo spread 3. Torpedo spread, just such a fun ability that I think we're good. We still don't have a second engineering officer. And for whatever reason, Viril has given us access to all 4 of their skills. Evidently, actually a commander in disguise. And the away station. I should probably pick a standard away team, don't you think? Tovan Kev. Laid. Definitely Satra. And then Viril. There we go. And I think I'm going to call it an evening right here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I may just be back at this again tomorrow. Not going to promise anything. Are they playing a squeeze box? That officer is playing a... that's just... You're right. 3 of them are playing. 4. I see 4, 5, 6. What fresh hell is this? They're all playing it. I take it back. I want to join the Republic, or sorry, the Romulan Empire. Obviously, the Romulan Republic is corrupt in some horrifying way. Presumably April 1st, but some things just aren't funny. And a whole shitload of people playing mini accordions of doom. It's awful. It's nightmarish. I'll be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, probably for more Star Trek Online. Although this is a rather nauseating way to end the show. I think I'm going to throw up a little in my mouth. Hold on. At least the artisanal voices aren't voicing the instruments. Yes, exactly. So, ping for all of you. Back tomorrow. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes great. And as always, because it's early in the week and I like to set an achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys, and